Hey everyone, Papercut here, back with another replay review. So we're going to do 2-for-1 this time. We're going to do 2 different team games from 2 different requests, mostly because I want to shorten my upload time. So let's hop into our first one's going to be requested from LO5 with his teammate PC Menzies. They just want advice on this team game, what went right, what went wrong, but what they could do next. So we're on Dry Arabia. This is a 15-minute game. We're not going to watch all 15 minutes. Because usually you can figure out what went wrong within the first like 15, 20 minutes. And that's really what we want to focus on until we really get those basics down. So let's go ahead and hop in. We have PC Menzies on Japan, and we have LL5 on Rus. This is an interesting pairing. I could see a style where you do the Japanese player really focuses on melee, just heavy samurai and Onobegeisha, while the Rus player does knights in feudal, and then in castle kind of is the crossbow knights, and then in imp it's pure stealthy. And the imp of Rus in Japan would be super strong. Imagine pure samurai and stealthy. Oh my god! In Rus Siege, it honestly feels unstoppable. I think that's an amazing pairing against the classic English and French pairing. And so you guys actually have a chance here because Rus can match knight to knight. And then the samurai just plays such a strong role here. They can tank really well, fight against archers. You could also do Japanese player does. You can also do Japanese player does horseman, and so you do like a horseman knight comp, or you could just do spears. But I'm interested if one of you is going to try to rush castle with 2 TC, because it feels like you're going to play against a group who's very aggressive. So my first piece of feedback is everyone's starting to hit feudal, and we have not scouted our opponent. Reason this is really important is because you want to see what your opponent's opening up with. So you should have a kind of a handshake agreement with your teammate that you have both scouted the person opposite of you to see what they're opening with and have called it out. So far, English is doing Council Hall, French is doing School Cavalry, so it seems like it's going to be a straight up all-in aggression. And the next thing you're looking for is, are they doing stone? So is the other one going to TC, because you could take advantage of that maybe, or is one of them going super heavy on gold? So this English would go Council Hall, but then put like 5 or 6 on gold, and that's a fast castle. So you want to check these openings and call out what you see. It's really important. While we have LL doing a second TC. If you're facing double aggression, that second TC is going to be tough. Our Japanese player is doing feudal, it appears. Scouts the School Cavalry, but we want to scout all the way around. No stone. No stone. Barracks and Council Hall. Pure Knights. Okay. We want to scout these things. We want to see it in action. Second TC is coming down. Oh, that's an aggressive second TC. That's an aggressive second TC playing against feudal all in. Okay, so first, I guess this is fine. Yeah, it's fine. I have no qualms, actually. Instead of doing the tower here, I would prefer you just walled here to here. Like, from here to here, here to here. Because the tower, there's a danger that if the French player comes in from the side here, then your unit will take a time to hop into one of these. Instead, just wall off. So you can wall off here to here. You can wall off the backside here, and then the only way he can come in is through the front area, in which your villagers can just hop into the Curastar house anyway, and it protects more resources. If you wall here to here, you protect these berries and this deer, and you could even potentially get a wall from here to here, and then here to here. And so what I'm saying is, the tower is nice, but I would rather you just get walls up and make more units, or drop a second production building. You see the knight, you have the knight zoned in. You just need to get multiple spears out and you'll be fine. So seeing knight and then spear longbow, I think you just do pure samurai. You do pure samurai knight. I think that could work. Samurai take the initial fight to soak up the spears, and then the knights come in to really do the second layer of damage, and then that means the longbows are really nullified. Yeah, if you just go pure samurai and knights, the longbows are super nullified in like what they're accomplishing. And then I would get iron undermesh. So iron undermesh would be really important for the Japanese player. LOL. You want archers? Here's the thing. What I don't like is if you're making units that only counter one specific unit of the opponent. So in this case, your archers are only countering one thing, which is the spears, but they're open to longbow and knights. And so unless you micro these archers very, very well, I think you're bringing yourself up for potentially a harder fight if you had just done pure knights. If you had done pure knights, you also could have been raiding. So imagine if these first couple knights came out and you were trying to send them across the map to find areas to raid. Gold. Oh wow, he went super heavy on gold. You didn't keep scouting. So you have multiple scouts, right? So you should have one scout that's just sitting near each base, because you should have 3 scouts. And you want to be checking this because he's not making units. If you had scouted this, saw the tower, you could immediately, well, he made some units, but now he's rushing castle. And you could have immediately been hitting this and pushing him off gold, counter-raiding his food. That would have been really bad for him. Same with the French player. French player's gonna have to go on food eventually. He is right here. And you could catch him with raid on his gold. So I think the first knight or two could really be a good raiding unit with one of your scouts, and then the rest are here defensively. You also need to be scouting because you don't know if he's attacking. Look at your guys' vision. No vision forward, no vision forward. So neither of you know the attack's coming. You both have scouts. Use your scouts to check the front area of your base and see if there's an attack coming. Okay, if you have to be this far away from the TC, I would drop another hunting cabin, potentially a wooden fortress, because this is really far. So this is a really far walking distance, 1, so you're not getting as much food as you could, and 2, you're in danger being that far away from the TC. Also, you have no idea. Where's the scouting? Scouting. And that was a complete surprise. Oh, and he also went? Okay, so since the French player is also doing spears, then yeah, you do pure archers. The second you see spears from both, you just do pure archers and you do samurai archers. That's great because as Roos, you can gather wood really, really quickly in large amounts. So I would just keep making mass archers, and then you would add 1 or 2 knights here and there to raid. The knights become purely raiding units. But once again, that was a surprise attack because you weren't looking. No one was scouting. There wasn't even a tower up on the gold. Like, we put tower over here, but on the gold. So just a complete lack in scouting, and you're existing assuming what your opponent is doing instead of knowing what your opponent is doing. Scouting is one of the most important things you can do in the game. Okay, so are we gonna push? You guys just wiped them. Are we gonna push? We're gonna push. We're gonna push. We're gonna push. And now he's switched castle. So live in the alternate universe with me. The second you guys won, you pushed across the map, and you might have caught him aging up in the middle of the map. He's literally in the middle of the map. You would have caught him, and I don't think you stopped him because he used literally every ville to age up, but you could have killed a few. And then he would have been forced to either stay next to his white tower, or when he ran away, you could have killed him while he was running away. Then you could have just walked over to the French player, who has food villagers wide in the open, wood villagers wide in the open. He has 2 knights. That's it. So look, you have 22 military, 11, 6, 1. So you guys just did a very strong wipe of your opponent, and you're still making units. If you win and you have multiple units left over, and your eco's fine, like they didn't like raid you off eco or anything, you have to push immediately. That's your opening. You have to push. And if you don't see any units as you're pushing, that probably means the Russian castle. That's your chance to get in there and do damage and force some eco damage, so you can then either go castle yourself or maybe try to win the game if you do enough damage. But you really, really should have pushed there. That's just a V1. We have a lot of units push moment, and now go push the French player. English player aged up. Okay, go stop making units. Go rush the French player and get on food and gold so you can age up. Now you both need to rush and age up. You have 18 on. Okay. Did we need to do that? So you still had berries. I guess this is really forward, so you might not have wanted to do that, but make sure you keep dropping lumber camps, please. So you're same here. Drop lumber camps so your villagers aren't walking so much. Look at this. Why aren't you all here together? If you're pushing right here, right now, look at this. 6 knights? 6 knights is nothing if you guys were all here together. This is nothing. You guys get that. Hell, even if you pushed him and then walked around the outside, gold, stone, wood, like everything's open if you guys had just been aggressive. I think this is one of the most important parts of the game right here, is the complete lack of aggression that we're seeing. Okay, Red, did you know? Oh, well, you need to age up. You're your passivity is making me ugh. Okay, if you're gonna play this passive, you should be walling side to side. So you should be getting walls up here to here, here to here, here to here. Like just get the full walls going, so you guys can't be raided now that your opponents are in castle. You're getting your upgrades. Oh my god, do you not have a... You don't have wheelbarrow! You gotta get your upgrades. You guys were in feudal long enough that you should have wheelbarrow, and now that you're on farms, you need fertilization. Oh my god, you need fertilization. Please get your eco upgrades. Please, please, please get your eco upgrades. Get your wood ones, which is great, but get everything else. Get your... You're running mass archers. Get your steeled arrow. Oh my god, you guys... Are you guys allergic to upgrades? That was rude, I'm sorry. Japan's biggest deal is that they get more melee upgrades than any other opponent. And they're going to want the archer defense because they're going to face a lot of ranged. You're pure ranged right now. So you want to get your ranged upgrade and your ranged defense immediately. Those are super important. And you have no eco upgrades. So your eco's super slow. Like these farms suck unless you have wheelbarrow and fertilization. Your farms are very pretty though. 42 on food is wonderful, but you have 8 on gold. Why is that a problem? Well, your gold, you're getting 408 gold a minute, and you're getting 1400 food a minute, so you're just gonna run out of gold really fast. I mean, you're gonna have a shit ton of food, and then you're never gonna have gold. So just make sure you are balancing your eco by looking and going, what do I have a lot of? What do I need more of? Well, I'm making pure knights and crossbows. That's all food and gold. I only have 8 on gold, so I definitely need more on gold. 2, grab the relics. Drop a monastery, get the relics. And 3, one of you needs to go siege. So I suggest the Japanese player needs to drop 8 barracks and go pure samurai and spearman, while you go pure crossbow knight, and you also are the one getting the siege. And you're going pure siege. But right now you guys are just playing stare off. You're not like at any point you could have made more scouts and been scouting, but you have no idea what's happening. Once again, we're living our life completely blind with no idea what's happening. His villagers are wide open. Wide open. His so the point I'm making is this happens a lot at this level, which is the passivity. The passivity is killing you so much right here, because you had this huge moment where you could have done so much damage, and you just sat there and waited, just waited. And it's amazing how much aggression, if you guys have just been pushing the issue the whole time, would have been huge for you guys. Because you guys, once again, let's do unit counts here. 37. 37. 27. 15. This is it. This is your moment. And now he's going to stonewall up, and you're going to stand there and do absolutely nothing. He's getting a second TC, and you're doing absolutely nothing. I'm being this harsh because so much, if you watch high level play, they're constantly probing. They're taking groups of units and probing. They're scouting. They're checking, because they know that if you can find an opening, you need to go for it. You need to take it. He has so many units right now. What is this? Okay. The walls are really aggressive. Are we pushing now? Don't push the English player. Push French player. English player has way better defense. Oh, you're guarding the wall. Look at this. You guys are just walling opposite of each other. That's cute. Okay, finally. But you could have found that way earlier. That was there for a long time. What do we... Like, we are... So, a big thing is, if we don't scout, we are going to overassume our opponent's strength. That is just a natural human thing. We're scared. We're overassuming our opponent has. You need to underassume. Or just go check. Or go scout. Do something. Do something. But both of you are falling for the same issue, which is you guys went super heavy on farms and you have no other resource. So PC has no one on gold. So his food's out of control. He could be an imp right now. And you finally put 32 on gold. That's good. That's good. But well, and also, why are we going to horse archers? What are the horse archers for? Huh? Oh. Alright. So, if this game becomes a siege battle, the issue is English siege is really good versus Bruce siege, which is very good. Pure samurai are really good, but French knights are really good. So, okay, so we're gonna stop here because, as I said, the first 20 minutes really defined the game. In this case, you guys decided to play this Imperial Siege battle, and I hope I really got the point across. And now they have full stone walls up, and now they're trading. And when it comes to really who's gonna have the advantage here, it's gonna be if the opposing team can bust through, they're gonna have pure men at arms running everywhere. They're gonna have knights running everywhere, and that's gonna be a problem for you guys. So really, I hope you guys are realizing the biggest issue to have in this game is the passivity. You miss up on your opponent to follow up, and you weren't scouting. Those are the biggest things. So scout, scout, scout. Be aggressive. Don't overassume your opponent's strength. Push where you know he has to be. Where's his wood? Where's the gold? Where's the food? And see if you can do damage. Follow up on that and finish the game. I hope that was helpful to you. And let me know if you have any questions or interest in coaching. And we're gonna move on to the next team game. All right, so we're moving into our next team game. This is a 3v3. We're gonna be watching Night Stalker 12, Siege Acuity, and SB Apache, and these are brothers. These are brothers playing together, so you know it is serious. And we know that's gonna be someone's fault that they lost. They all float around gold and plat level. So let's get into it. So we're at Hideout. This map is so potentially just grindy if you don't finish the game quick, but it can also be one that if you get shut out, you realize I have no resources. Like it feels like you have a lot of resources, but that's just 3 deer, and they get you caught in your little pocket, then it's really, really bad. So you guys are HRE, English, and Japan. And honestly, you guys have a feudal wombo combo here. Like, imagine this with me. Japan, pure samurai. English, pure longbows, and then HRE, pure men at arms as well. And you guys would absolutely shred. Now, the weird thing about this map, though, is that you tend to not have everyone fight together because, let's say, SB Apache sends his men at arms all the way around, and then if Dr. Krumer Bemis sends his around, well, then you're kind of screwed. So really, it is a battle of each person fights the person on their side, and then the middle person has to decide who they're going to back up to complete the push. And so if you're being pushed 2-on-1, you have an option of you either are trying to hold, so your team can kind of push through first, or you're then kind of meeting the 2v2, and we're going to see who's going to win their 1v1. But luckily, once again, you all are great 1v1 civs in feudal. Japan's kind of the weakest, but English can longbow rush really fast, and it's really easy to longbow rush this map because, once again, everything is forward. Everything is outside the base. Gold, stone, berries are always outside the base. So this is a really easy tower rush potentially here. And in HRE, the feudal all-in is very, very strong. And so you can get here and cut them off and just beat them to death with men at arms. So really, it's the middle person who's going to get free reign, and your goal is to try to beat one of these before they do that. The other option is just to play very passive and try to rush castle and play in that way, but I think people want to play passive in this map, and I think if you're all out aggressive feudally, it'd be great. And on maps where it's not Hideout and you guys are more together and can fight together, I think your feudal combo could be really, really good. And if you want to switch it up, what am I trying to say? HRE can go horseman, since their food eco is so good around the Akin, they can go horsemen. So you can have horsemen, samurai, and longbows, and that'd be very, very, very good. And if you're facing a cav civ, then Japan can go spears, or HRE can go spears on horsemen because their spears are so fast they can better react to night raids and things like that, and defending the longbows. Let's see what you guys do. So the key is going to be scouting out these outer regions and then making sure that that every opponent is scouted when they hit feudal, so you know what they're opening up with. Another nice touch you can do is push your deer near your TC so you have that nice food eco. Love that Akin, but yeah, unless you're in 2 TC, I would put the Akin right here. One, it puts you can put it right on the wood line right here and get the berry drop off. So you put it like right here. You still get the berry drop off. You still get the deer. You're sitting on the wood, so you don't need to mill the mill for a while or lumber camp. And then you have all this space between the TC and the Akin and then here where the farms can go. And you can eventually get so many farms. It's so nice. Council hall, I would have put maybe here. for faster longbows. And isn't that nice? That Cura, and then you have so much space in TC for farms. So already you see 2 spears, but what the hell are spears gonna do? 2 longbows. But did you guys see their openings? No, it was we never scouted middle. We're seeing Cura. And no one on gold, so that's an all-in. Haven't scouted him yet. Bring your scout up, bring your scout up. Off gold, he has no stone. No more military schools, so far it's going good over here. He's going all in, so you need to go all in. Beautiful. And honestly, I don't even do archers yet. If he's gonna do samurai, I would just out samurai him with more meta arms. Archers aren't gonna do much. I mean, they can if you get enough of them, but the worry is you won't mass up enough archers before you get pushed you back with samurai, or if he goes horseman, then that's really bad for you. So I would just say pure meta arms at first. And what are you doing? You're gonna go samurai help the longbows. Okay, so already we're deciding that SB is going to play solo and 1v1 pink here, while you two are going to fight together on the Ottoman side. A-okay? But we need to make sure we're moving quick. Look at these picks. This is great. Do you have a villager coming? You need a... This is when you send one villager right now. If you drop in the tower here, he's donezo. He's in a really bad spot. He could go run for gold somewhere else, but you can always check later. But man, he is in a really bad spot. But one of you needs to scout purple right now, because he is sitting on the board with no tower, and that is a juicy raid spot here. Look at this. But none of you ever scouted this, because even if you scouted it and then didn't come back, you could see the boar is dead in the fog of war. See, like here, how you see the boar is standing, you would have seen it's dead. And also it's Order the Dragon. Order the Dragon loves being on hunts, and so that was your chance for like to send 2 longbows just down here, and they're gone. And that's like so much of his food that he has to walk back to his base, and he'll lose like 3 or 4 vills, which is huge. But your lack of scouting is really getting you right there. Oh, let's check resources. So Night Stalker is putting down resources. Very nice. SB, a little bit too much food. We're rallying to wood. Actually, see, here's the thing. If you dropped a second barracks instead, you could be really using this food effectively, because each men at arms is 120. You have that. You could be making 3 more men at arms right now. Which would be huge for overwhelming purposes, but instead you're doing archers. Okay. It's kite. Very nice. So my worry here is that, one, here come the Sipahi. Where are the men at arms? We're doing Onabakesha. I do samurai. Why are the food villagers moving? And honestly, Knight, if the decision early was we're gonna push them, I might have not dropped your barracks here. I might have just ran and dropped and had your village drop the barracks here, so you're quickly just getting units to right here instead of waiting for this long walk. Because you need them here right now to cover against the Sipahi. But my fear is that you're also gonna have 2 mega strong OGG horsemen here and just eat this up. Don't push in too far. That's double stable. You need to get out here right now. Right now. Back up. It's double stable. Run. So far so good over here. And make sure you're getting your blacksmith upgrades, because if he gets his blacksmith upgrades first, his samurai will be stronger than you. So make sure you're getting your upgrades. But this you just saw two stables. He already has 3 Sipahi. Run! Please, for the love of God, run! Or at least get a barrack, something. Just go. Oh no, I see in my mind's eye. I can see what's happening. Here come the super tanky men at arms. But man, if he just made horsemen, then this is bad for you guys. Okay, here's where the longbows die. Brutal. And you're still holding this, but like, we're doing a barracks now. Another archery range. Knight, I would have started doing spears and samurai, because now you can tell he's pure Sipahi. You need to make spears. What are we doing over here? Oh, he rushed castle. So here's the thing. That's what I meant. You needed to watch what he was doing, because without any attention, without any raids, without anything bothering him, that was an easy castle. And so in this case, you guys now need to commit. You have two options. One, you either hyper commit to killing one of them right now, which means you need to cancel these and rush siege engineering, or Knight, you need to rush siege engineering. One of you needs to rush siege engineering and finish this guy now. SB, you have so many more units to him. You gotta dive and kill. You gotta dive and kill units. He rushed the second TC. You gotta dive and kill villagers right now. But one of you needs to be dropping rams and attacking this guy right now, because you're now on a timer before the OTD player shows up with castle units, and even if it's like 3 of them, 4 of them, the Lord have mercy. But neither of you get, so like if one of you are dropping rams right now, I would say you're in an okay spot. But since neither of you research siege engineering, this is a much worse spot. We need siege engineering, or one of you needs to decide to go castle. So maybe siege goes, okay, I'm gonna keep making longbows, I'm gonna start making spearmen, and I'm gonna get one, please get a tower, English attack speed, and I'm gonna hold and keep him in his base. And Knight goes, all right, I'm gonna pull off wood, I'm gonna rush castle, I'm gonna split between food and gold, and I'm the one rushing castle on our side, so I can match Order the Dragon's castle. And then you can make Mounted Samurai and just raid and raid. But if we just stand here, it's going to be a problem. It also means you could try to dive him, but I wouldn't suggest that just because you'll take a lot of damage under TC. What you can do is, if they're on the woodlines are actually often far away in the town center, so if you like skirt the outside, you could have gone over here and like, but then again, the supply here, so not really the best option. The lack of RAM is really hurting you guys. He's on this gold right here. Pop these out, man. Why do you have 5 archers in here? Just upgrade the tower and walk in. Or you know what you can do? Your super fast archers. This group is pushing these guys back, and now these 5 archers are running back here and just sniping eco. Like 5 archers in the back right here. Just push him completely off food, and you can just sit here with archers and he can't be on food anymore. But this is also why, like, now you're adding more production. Just do 1 pure meta arms, and then knowing that Order of the Dragon has hit castle, you need to start making spears, because the thing I'd worry about the most is horsemen. Also, someone needs to go scout him. Someone just send a scout over there and see what he's doing. Oh, he's here with Gilded Men at Arms. Oh no. And you're holding your own, man. You are holding your own. What happened here? So this, no, bring this, no, bring the samurai in. No, bring the samurai in. Samurai slice through these. You have 6 are we running? Why are we running? 6 samurai versus 6 for Sir Sapat. Look, just look at the stats. 120 with 3 armor, 155 with no melee armor, 12 damage, 11 damage. You beat him. Stop running. You have the units. Why are they separated? But yeah, if this is going to be a win, you guys should have already had rams and are going through right now. Did anyone research engineering? We just researched it. Haven't researched it. So this is where the game comes down to right here. SB is now getting pushed by 2 foes. You guys had to have won this, and right now he's pushing you back so low. 2-on-1 so low. Oh, he sent 1 minute arms. 1 minute arms isn't that bad. You guys can overwhelm 1 minute arms. But the running away, it's so bad, because he just ran out of food. Look at this. Look how heavy he is on berries right now. That was it. He just ran out of sheep. And yeah, he could have been the twin minaret, but not for very long. That was it, man. So 1, making Onabigashas, not the right move against Sipahi. 2, or if you did, you needed like a lot of them. 2, it should have either been pure samurai or just pure spearmen. All you saw was Sipahi. So just make the counter. And 3, you guys never scouted. You never scouted Order of the Dragon. So he's just been sitting here eating every food resource he wants. No raids, nothing. Not a horseman, not a longbow in sight. Not a samurai, nothing, just eating for free. And that's what this game really comes down to. I'm guessing you guys fight this out for a little bit longer, but you guys are now pretty significantly behind because ODD is getting a bunch of relics. We went second TC, but really we need castle. Not too many on, well, you don't actually have too many on wood, but you need to just add more production. You need to rush castle. And I would also put 3 on stone, because you really want to start getting your town center upgrades. SB, man, you did your best, but honestly, against Japan, and he went to TC, which means he had less eco. If you had just done pure men at arms, I think you push that back, because he has nothing to beat that. He has to make samurai, which is a huge eco cost, and your eco is better than his. If you make archers, his samurai can hold. If you make horsemen, his samurai can hold. If you just make mass men at arms, you will break through that just because your eco is better. Doing the archers was a huge favor for him. The only way archers were better is if you engaged his samurai with your men at arms, and then your archers ran past the samurai and just started picking villas because your archers are faster. But that's hard because this is so condensed. This is bad. Someone needs to rush castle right now. And no one's close. The second TC was super greedy, knowing that the Ottoman player has just broken out. Yeah, imagine these Annas. Imagine these Annas had been raiding the entire time his eco, so he never could have gotten all this food. That would have been really, really nice. I feel bad for SB, man. He's sitting here going, hey, I'm dying. I'm dying. There's 6 gilded men at arms in my base. I'm dying. You guys are like, yeah, well, the Ottoman player has a bunch of Sipahi, so sorry. Oh, here we go. Okay. And now 2 of them are in castle. Good catch right here. Whoa. Now you have 12,000 wood, man. Spend it or pull them off wood. Like, when you have that much wood, you don't need to be on wood anymore, honestly. Are they trading? No, he's just eating every food source that he wants. Almost castle. That's a lot of wood, SB. Guys, we need to be checking our resource and we see we have a lot of something. Get off of it. Get on something that you need. It's bleak. We have 5161. Nice unit production. 38.5. Took some hits there. 61.18. 75.22. Woof. 46.34. 44.25. So really he made these Sipahi and archers and then he rushed castle. This is Monkas to the extreme. Why are we taking this fight? What did we gain from taking that fight? So you are feudal against 2 castle civs. Why are we taking that fight? Why did we leave his base? The second you freed it up, you needed to rush castle. Because if you had dropped the market, sold all your wood, aged up super fast, and gotten the upgrade for your samurai, you could have potentially taken that fight. Especially if you got Odachi, you have some of the best ways of countering his gilded men at arms because you do so much extra damage. But you took a feudal fight instead. Rush castle. They have been in castle for so long. And that's game over. At this point, that's too many castle units. Rip. Alright, GG. So the biggest thing was, one, your guys' gameplay was correct, but we were way too slow on siege engineering. Way too slow. I gave my feedback to SB about, I think pure men at arms would have just been better. I gave my reasons why. You guys never, ever, ever scouted the middle person. And they're not like protected. You had Ottomans stuck in their base. At any moment, you could have just sent a few units over and just checked wood or food and made sure that he didn't get to do everything for free, which he was. He made no units. He rushed castle on completely exposed eco. Hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck on your games.